Radiant's turn to ban.
Right, this is game 2 between Nutmeg Gaming and Frostbite. Upper bracket
Dyer's
semis, I
turn
believe.
to ban. Radiant's turn to ban.
First ban. I don't know if that was their last game. Clockwork, definitely first picks. Gordon played it pretty well. Pretty strong hero, lots of initiation. Tanky strength hero.
10
Didn't end up playing a core,
remain.
but seeing it roaming isn't very uncommon, so.
5 seconds remain. It
Might see a
Dyer's
Lifestealer ban. Same Riki ban though. Insta Void ban. That was in the second round. But again, the Riki ban. Heard that they like to play a lot of Riki. Again, they banned it instead of picking it, so I don't know if might have strayed away from it.
It is Radiant's
This time Disruptor is banned, and Underlord, final ban. Lots of, well, a couple of offlaners there banned. Frostbite. Looks like mostly supports. Nutmeg again is the first pick. Last game they picked... Who did they pick? Dark Willow. Struggled in the aggressive tri lane. They were able to really shut down that lane. So I don't know if they want to pick her again. Maybe pick a stronger laner. AA is really good against aggressive tri lanes. The cold fingers really adds so much damage and slow owns aggressive tri lane. So Frostbite probably not gonna try something like that again. Just shutting down the possibility, really. Kunkka, a classic soldier hero. Centaur for the Gordon. Seems like pretty much comfort picks. Heroes that they're very used to. They play a lot, they're used to. Lots of disable coming out. Very, again, tanky heroes.
5
Run at you.
Remain.
Here, you probably want another disable in your support. I'm gonna pick your second support right away, but alone, AA isn't gonna get his cold feet off, so he needs some kind of pairing to help do that, as well as to combo with his ult, because his ult does so much work if you have another stun to set up for it. He provides so much damage in fights and solo pickoffs. Tusk can work. He's a really strong 4. Got good save potential with Snowball, although he did get nerfed quite a bit. Like, Ice Shards, less duration now. They scale with levels, and his sigil is it's pretty bad. Since it doesn't give flying vision. Really feels so much worse without that vision perk. And again, they banned Viper.
5 seconds.
Seeing a lot of similar bans. Ooh. Alright, we're Viper, I mean, he's just a strong lane hero. You don't want to play against that, I guess. Decent against Centaur. Breaks return. Centaur does do a lot of damage with.
Dyer's ban.
The Gyro ban.
Radiant's turn.
Shogun likes that hero quite. Oh, they banned Lifestealer this time. It honestly wouldn't have been too bad if they wanted to pick it again. They had a decent vessel with Centaur. And I mean, I guess Punch does go through BKB, but that's pretty much it. There's no like instant disable that you can't rage off besides Punch.
5 seconds remain.
At least so far. Final ban coming up for Nutmeg. We see the same 3-4 opener from Frostbite. We might go back, get the 5 again, like they did last game.
Dyer must choose.
They banned Timber, which is kind of odd. I'd imagine that they would want to pick it, seeing that Frostbite has a lot of these melee strength heroes who Timber is really good against. And so far, Nutmeg only has Tusk. And AA also is pretty good against Timber. Since
5 seconds.
Ice Blast stops that health regen. Even though he still does get armor, get regen from reactive stacks. Kind of an odd ban, but
Radiant's turn to pick.
maybe they plan on strong melee hero. Oh. Strong melee strength hero that they just don't want to deal with as Timber. And this time, Frostbite takes Shaman.
10
Adds even more disabled. They have so much stun. They pick the Slark into Shadow Shaman. Kind of disrespectful, you know? Since he can't purge Hex, Shadow really good for jumping on. Slark has to be really wary. Hexed. Once you get hexed, you know, Dark Pact is gonna for the Hex, so you can stun after. Slark is decently strong against Kunkka. Don't have to worry too much. Just so long, which is really when I'm kind of. It does provide a really strong tri-lane bot. They choose to do AA Cold Feet, Slark Leash. Pretty much a guaranteed.
Radiant must choose.
Anti-mage.
Oh. Pick the AM. Kinda early. I still don't know if I necessarily like AM as a hero. Kinda takes a really long time. But if they can get through
5 seconds
the early mid game of Slark, Shadow Blade kills, should match up decently well, especially with Shadow. Yeah, they there's so much disable, which is just do damage. Except Nutmeg still needs an offlaner and a mid.
Dyer's turn to ban.
OD, mid. I mean, pure damage is nice against AM. If he gets jumped on, it's pretty scary though, since he's going to have a large mana pool, and Mana Void is going to do a lot of damage, so it's not necessarily bad, but you got to be wary about that.
10 seconds.
Frostbite, what's a good ban here?
5 seconds remain.
Don't want to lane against this as an AM. Can't think of any too terrible offlaners right off the top of my head. You might just want to ban out the Omni.
It is Radiant's ban.
Alright, ban Tide instead. That's reasonable. Might just pick up the Omni again this time. Although Shadow Shaman is really makes the lane pretty rough for him. Lots of disable and a lot of right click damage early on to harass him out.
Remain.
If you get the disable before Omni can repel, then Omni is just gonna be so sad. Gets Mana Burn too. Yeah, Sniper ban. Good hero against OD. Kind of expecting that. Strong lane matchup. Here, Frostbite could pick a Razor. Be a little sketchy. It's like the old counter to OD, right? Press your W button on him, and then you don't have mana or anything. LC, pretty classic versus AM. Good lockdown. LC is going to win a 1v1 fight versus AM pretty much all the time. If she keeps up reasonably well. Because she has so much more strength and health and survivability.
5 seconds.
AM's main perk is that he can just blink away fights that aren't fairly good for him. But as a mid here, Razor is an option. You could do Windrunner, I think, if you wanted. Windrun is kind of nice. against the orbs, so he's gonna have a 100% miss chance. Really good attack animation and attack range. It is a shame that you're picking Int Hero though. Could still do Leshrac. A lot of setup for Split Earth, and a lot of AoE damage for Slark. Or space creation for waves, jungle. You could just pick Invoker again because you're happy and you just want to play Invoker every game. Oh, that seems really greedy with the AM. They're both just going to be farming.
Tinker!
Alright. Picks Tinker. I think it's a little scary. Hex is really good against Slark, but they do already have Shadow Shaman. If he gets caught out with Duel, he's pretty much dead. But again, the Sigil nerf is really big here. It not giving flying vision is so nice for the... And other than that, it's just Ice Blast. Scout him out. I guess Vortex kinda can too. That's a little reliable. I think Nutmeg has a really strong lineup. They might struggle a little bit with split pushing, but LC plus AA combo is really strong for killing anyone. Potentially oversteps. It's a really good kill combo with just the two of them, and it's pretty much global too.
I'll give them a drubbing they'll not prepare for battle.
Your talents surpass your loveliness.
You don't have the sand.
Are you okay? Well, I tried.
Straight to the bottom with you.
I think that... Alright, right. I think I was muted. As I said though, the stick for AA kind of bad, I think. Especially against Centaur. He's not going to be casting too many spells, but maybe if he's expected to aggro try again, it would have been a little bit better.
Just 30 seconds now.
This top lane though, really easy setup for Torrent out of Shackles. Maybe doesn't do the most damage to compensate, but it's gonna be a little rough for LC. A little jump on bot. It looks like they're gonna try and take this rune. However, they just kind of traded places here.
And
Gordon gonna get this one, maybe? No, it's gonna walk off.
Let's do da!
Oh, sorry. And it's just a 2-for-2 trade in the end. Top lane invades onto their rune and gets that. Right, so mid lane, OG already starting to cast some Arcane Orbs. It is nerfed a little bit now, costs a lot more mana than it used to, and casting it without Essence-Aura is honestly kinda iffy too. You're just losing a lot of mana. Although buying mangoes to heal up on mana is really nice for that. Lane bot's a little scary. Tusk does row onto mid. It's pushing out quite a bit onto the Radiant. Oh, top lane. Looks like a little things happening here. Shackle, Torrent combo, lots of mana drain. He gets the buff, but mana break, adding enough extra damage for Shogun to get the first blood. Which isn't the worst thing in the world for LC now this lane is pushing into his favor. There's 2 rage creeps.
Supposed to be some kind of
So he is going to be able to get at least some experience here under tower. Bot. Just the combo. Cold Feet plus Leash. Both offlaners do die, but here, a really big wave again, as I said, under Goblin King's tower, so it's not the worst. Gordon, he gets a little bit of wave too, but still a lot of creeps that are being kept at bay for the Radiant.
Lively now. Your admiral is on board. Gold for my chest.
Do get the offlaners bounding in here,
Fortune's
pretty nice.
changed.
Might
Got it.
be able to get it on the Radiant side too. Gordon tries to steal it, but he runs into two enemies. Gonna get clicked down. Gets stomped. Dark Pact not up quite yet, but Cold Feet plus Leash combo. That's gonna be another kill for the Slark. Meanwhile, OD doing really well in lane. Stealing Int from Tinker is pretty nice, obviously. Since it's his main attribute, he gets more right-click damage out of that, which makes the gap between their right-clicks even bigger. And up top again, a little bit of action happening. Not gonna lead into a kill though. She has boots already, thanks to the creep wave under tower, so she'll be able to run away with the extra movement speed from overwhelming odds.
Haste!
Here it's really hard for offlaners to walk up into the enemy lane. Mid, getting gone on. Shards plus Cold Feet combo. Happy's gonna go down. Gordon TPs, but A Stomp is down. Oh, X does actually get off. That's gonna be at least a return kill into Tsundere Shark. Now LC is 1v1 against AM, so she can at least get some farm now that the supports have left. AM already picking up treads though. Doing pretty well on top of the last hit charts. As well as getting first blood is nice too, right? Looks like the lane's gonna slightly push here. This range creep will end up surviving. Bot lane Gordon. It's rough. Slark's super good. He's actually maxing Essence Shift, which I don't know about that, you know? Dark Pact is definitely your main damage tool, as well as farming. Gordon here, getting gone on 3 heroes. Cold Feet doesn't connect. There is a banish though. Nothing to follow up necessarily, but they are in position. No laser from Happy either, and Gordon's gonna end up going down. Pause coming out. So far, holy cow. So far, Nutmeg doing pretty well so far for themselves. OD is having a really good lane. And Santar definitely struggling. However, AM is farming quite a bit, which is a little bit worrisome, but their team comes online much faster than the AM. And if LC gets a blink again with the AA, she can most likely solo kill it with Ice Blast.
Resolution.
So that's something to worry about when AM's gonna be split pushing later in the game. Already has that Battle Fury queued up. Mid lane, March. Just getting some CS. Meanwhile, Soldier rotates bot, trying to get something onto G-Star, but looks like Molotov is there. They're gonna turn onto him. Snowball save is nice. Cold Feet is there. And that's gonna be another kill onto G-Star. Or for G-Star rather.
Drilling holes in
Really good shackle. And yeah,
Better you than me.
does not have the Dark Pact to get out of there. Gonna be a good turnaround kill onto him. Dove a little too hard, tanked too much tower shots. LC trying to farm, but still, it's hard. It's hard to 1v1 this AM. Working towards that soul ring on the way. Bot lane, something onto Cheester. Doesn't look like they're actually gonna get anything done there. A little bit of a stack going on. in the jungle. Gonna be able to come back
Oh,
with
bounty.
March pretty nicely.
Double damage.
Top lane is just, again, a 1v1 between these two, as was last game. But this time, Goblin King is definitely at a bit of a disadvantage. Doing that in Tri-Lane at the very start. Oh, mid. Onto OD Shackle. Into Torrent. Wow. DD plus Arcane Orb. So much damage. Fading Star does die.
My death.
Lasers there. Gonna get Sony Black. There's no Snowball mana. Looks like Happy's gonna get out. Not enough slow for my Vortex. Pretty good trade.
Dire's top tower is in danger.
Going on to bot. No mana for Hoof Stomp, but he will be able to TP out. Wow. This guy has a lot of essence shift stacks. He's hitting very hard. A little bit of trading going on up top.
'Tis not for thee.
I am kind of low. I want to salve up. Purchase a Ring of Health maybe. Looks like they're pinging this one out. They got X into Torrent here.
Yes, X marks the spot.
Mana Void is up. Oh, Sundere Shark is here though. Mana Void, Goblin King does go down. Cold Feet does not come out quick enough. Sundere Shark can he hit the Torrent? No.
Thank you.
They're not gonna dive it. Good choice. Sony Black, pretty much just farming. Some stacks being taken up here in the jungle. What do we have coming out? Boots, alright. Might want to get this next rune or TP back to base. If he does not.
Gold for my chest.
Soldier, going for this bounty rune.
Or when this is over.
Taunt? Alright, nothing gonna end up happening there. And yeah, he just TP's home. Alright, Shogun gets the Ring of Health. Gonna be able to regen up a little bit here. Still takes a lot of right click damage from Elsie. She's definitely powerful for not having too much farm. Soldier walking up though, he has Axe, he has Torrent. There are 3 heroes here though. Snowball onto him. Gets the Ice Shard block. There's the Cold Feet combo too. He can't get through the trees quite yet though. TP top Happy. He's got a laser. Not gonna use it quite yet. Marches onto Goblin King. X brings him back.
Thanks to you.
Can they get some Grey Shark as well? Torrent? Not quite there. Bot lane. Lots of trading. Gordon is kind of having a rough time dealing with all these essence
Radiant's
shifts.
top tower is in danger.
He's
Radiant
basically
structures
half
are
the level
fortified.
of Cheester right now. And Tusk as well coming down. Probably not necessary, I think. This Slark can handle himself pretty well. And a lot of actions going on top. TP bot from Kunkka. Gonna try to do something onto Slark, but it's hard. Dark Pack, gonna debuff Hoof Stomp. Oh, Shackle? No Hex quite yet. Ult is up for Cheester. They're gonna turn on to Soldier. And Fading Star gets... Oh, big Ice Shards. One more Ragdoll, and that's a triple kill. Yeah, it's hard to deal with this Slark.
This will
It's a little
do
too late to try
nicely.
and gank him, especially without the initiation from Hex, since he can't purge that off.
Find.
I am coming close to the Demon Edge. Gonna give a lot of damage, but it's a little rough. This Slark is definitely having a great start.
Give it up.
Going straight for Shadow Blade. And like on Courier again. Getting jumped on here.
Go on, get out of here.
Torrent is there. No Shadow Dance quite yet. Oh, that's a big kill. 4-time streak, 500 gold for the Kunkka. Mid, there's a Force Staff. I guess punishing March doesn't do too much damage. And meanwhile, again, AM is able to farm up top without any distraction, really. Now LC does come in,
Denied.
but if it's so long as it's just an LC, there's not too much to worry about, at least for now. Does go pick up that, only a Void Stone away from his Battle Fury. Feaster looking to do something. Hex really short at level 1, not gonna lead into anything yet.
Thanks.
What happened? Okay, I'm assuming he snowballed to save during Shackles. Very cool play. OD, all this time, still just farming mid. Super dominant in lane. He has the 4 staff. Another stack here. Coming out. Rune is gonna be bottom.
Dire should look to their
OD
middle
actually
tower.
TP's top. Looks like they want to try and get a duel onto the AM. They could definitely kill him with OD here.
My blade
AA's here
crackles
too.
with
No level 6 yet. There's the duel. And huge damage from OD.
scared to go
Dire
another
should
round.
look to their top tower.
That's another big kill picked up for in the game. Although there are 4 heroes top, they might want to try and
Radiant should look to
transition
their
this
middle
into a tower
tower.
kill. But it looks like that's not going to be the case. Bottom lane, there's the Hex.
Shivved.
There is
Slark
little hope for
ends up
Radiant's
dying as
middle
well.
tower.
Uses Shadow Dance, but ends up running out. At Hex, of course, there
Radiant's
as
bottom
follow-up.
tower is
Now
in
wards are
danger.
dropped. It's going to be a lot of damage there. Cold Ball trying to stop some camp farming here.
Bottom
He gets the
tower is
shards
under
and
attack.
Snowball. This might be a kill for him.
Stop.
It's a lot of gold.
Dire's middle tower
AM is here
under
to
attack.
try and answer.
Radiant's bottom
Oh, he
tower
walks into the
is
Shadow
under
Shaman, and that's likely going to be him dead. There's the Monivore. Onto Cigarette Shark too. Stampede comes out,
Here's
gets the
thy
slow as
reckoning.
well as the escape. You're not going to be able to kill this guy, that's for sure.
No.
The guy is powerful. 14 insta, pure damage, does a lot of damage right now. Nice Stampede though, gets the slow and the escape. Top lane, another duel. It is solo though.
to their
No
top
follow
tower.
just yet. And we'll be able to get out there. Picks up Battle Fury. Oh, and here's Sony Black.
My thanks to thee.
BT's 200 gold away for Tinker.
Illusion.
Slark on his way to Shadowblade as well, 400 gold. He'll likely start doing some action once that's picked up. So far, a lot of heroes top, and Slark is pretty free to farm. Could see him pressuring the tower here. He has the Aquila. And as BTs are not up yet, just yet, there's a lot of... It's going to be hard, right? Tinker's probably not going to be able to show up to stop it without BTs, so I'd like to see him do some damage to the tower at least, but
Bottom tower is in danger.
don't see a lot of heroes right now, so maybe he's a little scared. They're all in the jungle. Next combo, onto LC. Torrent comes out. Little stack stun, but it's probably a kill anyways. Wards are up if they want to go for this tower now. AM ends up going bot, he has the Battle Fury. Farming quite well. OD just flies in. There are disables up on Shadow. This guy's crazy. Cigarette Shark is here though.
For Dire's middle
There's actually a lot of support. He's not that crazy. Huge OD gets 2 kills. Meanwhile, I am farming bottom lane. Space creation. Oh, wow. Rockets do actually get that guy. I did not think they were gonna pick him up, but guess I was wrong. Shadowblade is up. Blink was just used. It will be up soon though. Looks like he's just gonna go on it. BTs are up as well. Blink Dagger gonna be the next choice. Force Staff plus Dragon Lance, almost at Hurricane Pike for the OD.
Gold
Blink
for my
Dagger as well
chest.
for LC. About 1200 gold away. Pressuring the top tower pretty well.
Double down on sorcery.
Bot lane. We're gonna try something onto Slark here. Can he get... Oh, okay. Shadow Blades. Oh, walks into that. There's dust. Yo. Ice Shards. Not gonna get the block off. And looks like nothing's gonna end up happening there.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Alright. Mid lane DD up for him. Gonna accelerate farm speed. Pretty much that's it. Meteor Hammer. Onto Kunkka now. Big A red ball. Go onto Kunkka. TP gets cancelled from the snowball. Torn boat is there. Gonna take a little bit of damage. It's gonna get healed up pretty quickly though. Yeah.
Fish out of
Gets
water.
out.
There
Oh,
is little hope
lots of
for
damage though.
Dire's middle
Ends up
tower.
dying. Molag Ball. Maybe gonna go down next. There's a blink in a second with a spoof stop.
Dire's middle tower
Just
is
the double
under
edge is
attack.
not quite enough. Looks like he'll be able to get out with the heal from LC. AM going straight Lincolns. This is pretty much so he doesn't get dueled, right?
Radiant's top tower
Does not
is
want to
under
deal with the blink duels.
There
Just
is
solo
little
killing him.
hope for Dire's middle tower.
Pretty nice.
Radiant's top tower is under
Mid
attack.
tower does not get denied and end up going down. Meanwhile though, AM net worth Monka S.
Radiant should look to their top tower.
Top tower. Taking some damage, not gonna pressure it. He's a little bit scared of the blink dagger, not quite up yet
Radiant's
though.
top tower is under attack.
Faden taking so much damage from this OD. What a hero, man. Just 3 shots with only a Hurricane Pike. Hero is strong. Jaster working towards the Echo Blade. Echo Saber. Sorry. And Blink Dagger gonna be picked up onto Tinker now. As well as LC. AM does not quite have his Lincolns yet, so... You know, nothing... He can still die to a solo LC with Ice Blast. He's very squishy.
Radiant should look to their top tower. Radiant have fortified their structures
Lots of-
against attack.
Grouping up top for the Dire. You're gonna take the tier 1.
Tower
Ice
is
Blast
no more.
does get used. Just for harass, basically. Chaster is here with a Shadow Blade. Jump onto LC. Meanwhile, Soldier getting jumped in the back line. Horns is there. Duel is ready. They're looking for the end. Looks like he's gonna get away with Stampede. Lots of damage from the Tinker. Shackle. Nice save from Snowball. There is an X, so he's gonna go down to Mark. Pretty good. Doing a lot of damage. Horn. So much damage. AA ult. Not gonna pick anyone off. AM does end up going down. Oh, nice.
Top tower is under
Gets the
attack.
centaur there. So 5 for 3. So, oh my goodness, that AM ult did so much damage there. And Tinker was just using spells. Very cool. Gonna clean up this wave. Push the tower a little bit harder. Tier 1 mid, still up for the Radiant. It's probably the next objective Dire wants to go for. Echo Saber, not much progress made yet. That fight was pretty brutal for him. Lost quite a bit of gold there. Now bought another wave coming in, and we getting split pushed
Middle
early.
tower is under attack.
Only gets one wave though. Hey, working towards his Lincoln Seer. He didn't get dueled last fight, but that was definitely a threat that he had to worry about.
They will not see what hit
It was a
them.
nice stampede though, to get him out of that situation. And fighting into March. Always really hard. Atos now for OD. Another thing you kind of want to avoid with your Lincolns. Really good against the Blinks on the Dire, but I don't know, man.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Atos is
attack.
kind of falling out of favor, I'd say. You kind of just want to let your team do the disabling, and you can get
Middle
Blink,
tower is under
Hurricane
attack.
Pike, just run around, do a lot of damage with no damage items because you're an OD player. Smoke up onto the Dire. Meteor Hammer is complete. They're gonna find the OD. He has the Force Staff. He has Astral. Does not use it. Follow up from Gordon. Cheester is here with a Shadow Blade. Both not gonna hit. Lots of Radiant heroes here. There's a banner. There's gonna be a duel here on Soldier. It's probably gonna be a kill. Yeah,
You should have stopped when you lost.
that's it though. It's just Soldier going down. Meanwhile, AM is split pushing top. OD's gonna try to do something here. No Atos just yet, so should be fine. He also has the Lincolns now. Courier gonna get out of there as well. No, AM net worth Monka S. It's just farming away. Radiant kinda has to do something.
The Dire
It's gonna be hard for them to push into a Tinker, though. So they kinda wanna smoke up, try and pick off the AM if possible. Even the Tinker would be a good kill, could lead into a tower. And Dire is kinda contentious farming. There is a smoke here. They find the AM. Lincoln's gonna block the Atos, and he's just gonna get out of there. 4-man. Smoke does not lead into anything. 5-man smoke, actually. And AM just gets out because of the Lincolns. Pretty brutal. Meanwhile, bot lane getting pushed in as well. Top 2. And Radiant
Invisibility.
gotta try something. There's not a lot they can do here. They're just running around trying to find someone. But AM, super hard to kill with his Lincolns. Tinker gonna be in the trees. So unless they have a Tinker ward or something, he's pretty hard to pick off.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
There's a LC mid. AA ult coming out. Oh, it's not gonna hit. And LC actually gonna die for it too. Can they get the AA as well? Rockets are coming out, doing a lot of damage. He has the Yule Scepter. Gonna need to use it. Not gonna save him. AM is there to clean up.
thyself out of that.
No stone from Centaur. Atos is actually hit onto the AM. Don't get back up. OD ult. Lots of damage. Can they get the OD in return? Slark gets hit by the Meteor Hammer. Lots of damage. Nice cleave kill onto the Slark. OD basically for sure dead here. And Tusk gonna fall soon after as well.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Gets the tier 1 tower finally. Wards were used for that, but
Radiant's middle tower
still
is under
5
attack.
for 1
So say
as well as a
Barbara,
tower.
eh?
9k lead now. And with heroes like Tinker and AM farming all the way across the map, it's gonna be so much easier for the Dire now that they're in the lead, especially. LC pretty poor, working towards the blade mail. But AM again with the Lincolns. She can't pop it alone.
Gold for my chest.
Could gonna be trying to get a Blink Dagger. This OD, he's working towards a BKB, yeah. He definitely needs one of those. Because for now, most of what he's dying to is magic. AM does do a lot of damage, but without control, it's a lot harder for the AM to do that damage. Shadow Shaman going for Aether Lens. Yeah, they're trying to go for AM again, but there's not really any world in which he dies here. It's just 4 heroes and a lot of space being made across the map. Crimson Guard again, being picked up on the offlane here. Ags being worked on from the Tinker. A lot of clustered team fights, and the forward rockets just do so much damage. Radiant is grouped up here. They might want to try something, but it doesn't look like the Dire necessarily wants to. Although they are all here as well. And top, getting pressured really hard. Siege Wagon is there. Someone's gonna have to do something about that. No TP from OD. It looks like he's looking for it. Tusk could TP. AAL does clean up. Decides to not pick up the blink, goes for a halberd instead. Can't get purchased off from Slark. So that's pretty decent. BKB gonna be up on him though as well. AM just gets out of there.
This will do
Atos
nicely.
just pops Link. Just pops Lincolns. He doesn't actually disable him.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Going for butterflying that. More damage. And the Mysterious is really nice.
Invisibility.
We're in quite a good position. Get a free tier 2 tower. Nothing the Radiant can do about that, pretty much. Gonna try to do something top, it looks like. They might die here if they keep going. There is an X from Kunkka. Elsie has no way to save herself. Really big double hook stomp. Goblin King. Oh. Tries to save his teammate, but oh no. The self-meteor hammer combo. Imprison yourself into meteor hammer.
Tower is under attack.
Tusk bottom lane just gets mount avoided.
The cost of
Easy kill.
magic.
Top lane. Tier tower is very low, so Dire's gonna be heading for that one next. And gonna be able to pick up his Eagle Song if he wants to.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
But yeah, pretty much just a free tower here. Not much the Radiant's gonna do about it. AM farming their jungle. And they're stuck in their base right now. This Lincoln's pickup was sick, dude. Ags up onto the Tinker. Going for a Hex next. Good against Slark again. More instant disable jump for AM to be able to deal damage. Oh no. The shards did find them, but Goblin King blinked just a little bit too short. Combo is there. They do have Dark Pact. Not gonna be used. Both don't hit it anyways. Shogun gets out of there. Shadow Dance is down. Fighting into Mulch, taking a lot of damage. Can they get Goblin King here? Doesn't quite look like it. Cinderace Shark just gonna get blinked out by AM and die. Another free tier 2. Get a couple kills along with it. Shadow Shaman does die, but it's a sacrifice they're willing to make for the Clark. could get a pretty easy Roche, probably. AM does so much right click damage right now, and with the blind, don't have to worry about it too much. Alright, Soldier stays behind a little bit too long, ends up dying. I guess thought they were gonna go for high ground, but the rest of the team didn't necessarily want to.
Haste!
I know I can trust you guys.
Butterfly up onto AM. He attacks so fast. No, he left that creep up. Nice. Lots of heroes here, but I don't think he's in any danger of dying. Unless they basically time the duel with a toast.
Unlucky find.
This game is looking really good. Frostbite. Sark trying to get something done here, but it's not gonna lead into anything. He can't jump on AM. He could get a kill onto Tinker, but the rest of his team is there to support him. He needs to take so much damage from March. Yeah, he has a bonus March damage. It's nice against Tinker. They're fighting in March a lot too, so just extra damage. Hood now onto Centaur, maybe gonna get a pipe. Pretty decent against AA. Could potentially save your teammates. BKB finally up onto Odie. That's really big. He's been needing that for a long time. He's been dying so much to magic damage, but it might be a little too late.
I'll take that.
If he gets disabled, he's dead during the disable basically. And does so much to him. Going for the aim. There's a blink. He's gonna get out. Jump onto Odie now. Does not get his BKB off. And there it is, 10 seconds. Gonna go for the... Oh, stampede up yet. Shogun just kills Goblin King in the back line. And BKB doesn't get too much done. Now it's down. I want to go for more. Mono Void is there. It's gonna blow up the Odie. No buyback. Went for that BKB. And now this should be a pretty easy high ground for them, honestly.
Middle tower is under attack.
Meteor Hammer gonna do a lot of damage to the tower, but
Fortified.
so does AM. And it's really hard to approach them. Wards are down, March is down, and AM, he's just right clicking away. You can't blink duel anyone, or else you just die. Shadow Nymph is up, so Shadow Blade is down.
Barracks has fallen.
They're just gonna go for top now too. Odie has no buyback, they can't stop them. Shogun getting a little bit low from the tower, but he'll be able to heal up. Looks like they're just gonna back off, take the shrine. Maybe get a Roche. That'd be pretty good. Bot lane getting split pushed up a little bit.
Is under attack. Radiant's top shrine has fallen.
Double damage.
Pipes up on Centaur. Pipe plus Crimson Guard, the Christmas build, red and green. Blocking so much damage.
Smart money.
Doesn't block OD damage, but yeah, I don't know. OD's having a rough time. He does have his BKB, which is nice. But if he gets jumped on, it's feels bad, man, for him. Halberd as well, onto Kunkka. It's really good if he gets it off before the BKB. Especially since now BKB doesn't purge the Halberd. Hey, I'm sitting on 6k gold. If the Radiant doesn't try to do anything, they're just gonna slowly lose. So they have to try and make some play somehow. Maybe get a Tinker Ward, get a pick off on Tinker. Take a 4v5 fight, or even find the rest of the team alone without AM. Here's a nice pick. Two soldiers. Probably gonna be able to get him here, I assume. Maybe, maybe not. Nice Meteor Hammer. Follow stun to start trying to get this wasted. He just dies outside of that. Dual win onto AM.
This is the real deal.
And they're just all dying. Happy goes a little bit too aggressive, gonna end up dying, but no buyback on Odie, no buyback on Slark, and that's GG.
Is under attack.
They had to try something, but they were so far behind. And that's 2-0 for Frostbite.
Go the spoil.
GG.